My name Cortez Starks, 29, about to be 30 in July. The real cancers. And I'm from Greenville, South Carolina.
My name is Natalie Phoenix. I'm 29 years old and I'm from Charleston, South Carolina.
So our story is gonna be different. She gonna tell you something about somebody stalked her. That ain't really what happened. That ain't what down. But I did. I was persistent. I was consistent. I seen her on IG and we was friends. And I don't even know how I met the girl. So I posted a little comment on her thing. She would heart it, ain't say nothing. And then one day I was like, alright, she ain't rocking with the kid, cool. Then one day I went back to her page and it was different. She ain't had no man posted on there. I was like, oh, she's single. That's what it was. So talked to her again. We was talking about like hair, school, some other stuff. And then she was like, wait, I know you? And I was like, yeah, you can get to know me. And she was like, okay, that's cool, but I ain't looking for nothing serious. I'm telling you that right now. We can be friends. I said, okay. Like, come on now. You know, if a girl tell you we can just be friends, she don't just want to be friends. So after that, I chatted with her on the ground for like a day or two, and then she double texted me. It was like, you taking too long to respond to me. Like, here go my number. So I was like, got in the bag right there. So it was a wrap since that day.
So back in like 1994, I was kidding. Back in like 2018 ish, he been stalking me. Since then, he been stalking me. For real, for real.
That's crazy.
Like liking my pictures, swiping up. That's when you could like swipe. You can still swipe up. Oh, still swiping up. And then one day, randomly, so I had got a relationship. So then my Instagram had changed a little bit. So I feel like he noticed my Instagram had changed a little bit.
Of course, we always gonna peep that.
And so then he boom slid in the DMs. And then randomly we just started having a conversation about like hair and work. Like I love a good convo about education. It gets me going.
Yeah.
Right. And then I was just like, do I know you? Like, why are we having this conversation right now? He was like, nope, we're gonna get to know you. And I said, nah, I'm not looking for none of that. I said, we could be friends though. He's like, I'll be the best friend you ever had.
When we actually met in person, she was moving into a new house, so I pulled up on her. She was like, you can come see the new crib I'm moving into. Let's go out. So when I pulled up, she was sitting in the car because she ain't moved into the crib yet, so she was just sitting there. So I kind of like sat in the car, like waiting, like, dang, she gonna get out? I'm gonna get out. So I got out the car, walked her car, opened her door, and she was like, oh my gosh, hey. The first impression was like dang, like I just felt the energy. Like she was dope. She looked good. She smelled good. I'm not. I can't tell y'all the key part because she'll kill me. But yeah, it was first impression was dope. Like it was a vibe for sure.
Yeah, for sure. All right. So during your first date, like, did you have that? Did you have that not your stun like little butterflies type shit? Or was you like chilling?
Nah, like I was actually chilling though, cause we had like our conversations like since the beginning, like before we even like really knew each other. Like our conversation was just like organic, so I didn't even have no like butterflies or nothing, cause it was like all natural. Like it wasn't no like dang, let me find a conversation. Like we was just flowing. Like it was easy.
The first time I met, I was so worried about myself.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh my gosh, it's the first time we're meeting. I hope you don't think I'm weird. I didn't wear no makeup. I was very basic. I had on some biker shorts and a t-shirt. So I was so consumed. I'm like, if you don't like me like this, then it ain't gonna work. But when I saw him, he was just like, I don't know, like a ray of sunshine. Like his aura, his vibe was just a good vibe, and he was very moisturized. And the conversation was like amazing.
Yeah, you felt it.
Like it wasn't. There was no awkward like. Okay, so none of that. It was literally like boom, 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 boom. It was just a good vibe.
That's
But
how it
his
was for me too.
personality, yeah, it's like I just felt good. I didn't feel like my nerves disappeared, and I was genuinely myself, the self that you know. Like, I wasn't like trying to like impress him. I was really just like, this is who I am, and this is you gonna
You
get.
gonna fuck with me or
Yeah,
you not?
so like I don't know what to tell you.
Fact.
The first time we kissed, right? So this was the first date, right? So mind you, we living in two different states. So I drove down, pulled up. We went on our little date. Afterwards, we went back to her crib. I had a hotel. Went back to her crib. We started drinking, playing Uno. Played Uno. I ended up getting drunk. She was like, "No, you gotta stay." Went to sleep. Woke up next morning. Boom, like dang, like I got up, left, went back to the hotel, showered. She was like, "You coming back today to see me before you leave?" I was like, "Yeah." So I came back over there. I came back at like maybe like 12ish or so, and she was like, "I'm about to take a nap." I was like, "Damn, I just woke up. I don't want to take no nap." But don't nothing change over time. She still do that and sleep all day. So we was laying there napping. Mind you, like I'm like laying right here. She all the way over there, right? So I'm laying here. Out of nowhere, she roll over and like get in my face like this, acting like she just still asleep. Like basically our lips touch. So then we just start kissing from there. And then she tried to say that I was asleep. I really didn't know what I was trying to do, but she knew what she was doing. So that's when it was. Day 2 of the first date.
Our first time hanging out in person, right? He came. This is back when he worked a weird schedule. So he worked like, I don't know. It was working in the week, and he had some days he had to work in the weekend. Anyway, he came and we were supposed to hang out, and he was supposed to go back to his hotel. Mm-hmm. I ended up waxing his butt in Uno, right? You wax his butt in Uno. Now the thing is, for the Uno, every time you lose, you have to take a shot, whatever. So then he ended up getting lit. Mm-hmm. So I let him stay, right? We do nothing. We didn't even cuddle. In the bed.
Did the man get a cuddle, man?
No, I didn't. I did not let the man get a cuddle. Why not? I didn't know him like that. And the only reason he got to stay was because he was drunk, and I'm a good person. I feel that. So I'm not gonna let you drive back drunk. So that'd be on my conscience, and I have to think about something happening to you. No. He say I turned over and was close to him. That's a lie. I literally don't even remember this. Apparently I turned over, and next thing I remember is him putting his lips on my lip. And then we had kissed. But I did not kiss him first.
You ain't stopped though.
Valid. Very valid. But I didn't kiss him first. He said, he'd be like, she looked over and tried to... No, I did not. I literally turned over.
Look, he was wishing for that shit.
No. Yeah. It was morning. Don't nobody want to kiss in the morning?
Yeah, morning.
Yeah, exactly. Crazy. So that's a lie. I was still asleep.
Dang. That first time was, we went to Vegas for her birthday. So this was in October. We went to Vegas for her birthday. We was having a time, like, and I really, like, went out there, like, we wasn't dating, like, we was cool, like, she could still do her thing, I was doing my thing, but I had invited the homies, hey, the girl I'm talking to, her birthday in Vegas, y'all trying to go, they was like, psh, let's go. Went to Vegas, me and the homies pulled up on her and her friends, and we went to an escape room. So we went to the escape room, and she was like bugging out, like crying, like I don't want to go in, like it's scary. And at this point, I'm like, bro, like this girl, like she extra, she bugging. So went to the little escape room, did that. She fussed at me for that because she talking about don't leave me, but I'm competitive, bro. I'm trying to win the escape room, like. So we end up making it through the escape room, coming out, getting an Uber to go back to the strip in Vegas. We just sitting in the car chatting. And she started talking, I can't tell you the conversation. And she was like, she said something, and she was like, oh. And I was like, what? She was like, I almost said the L word. And I was like, what? And she was like, I almost said the L word to you, but I will never say it first. And I was like, all right, that's cool. I was like, but I love you too.
Damn, well, that's sweet, man.
Yeah.
That's real sweet, right?
That's how it went.
I ain't mad at it.
In Vegas, on my 29?
You had a time
20. Woo! This was, I don't remember what birthday it was, but he pissed me off. We were going through, okay, let me backtrack a little bit. I booked us all to go on a escape room thing. I didn't know it was scary. So when we got there, it was like monsters and stuff. I don't do that. I am not.
I ain't never been to one like.
I thought it was like solve the puzzle. You smart, get out.
Yeah, that's all I thought.
No, it was. They had the people jumping out at you, and I was like, I'm not with that. So they forced me to go in the escape room. I told him before we go in there, I said, I'm only going in here if you walk with me, and you stay with me the whole time. Mm-hmm. You think he did that? He didn't. He left me, and when I said I was mad, you know me, I was mad. So then afterwards, we smoothed it over, whatever, and then we got back in the Uber, and I was like, I said to him first, I'm not gonna lie, I said, I almost said the L word to you, because he made me feel better after that. And then he ended up saying it first. Mm-hmm. I love you first, and then I said after. So my birthday weekend in Vegas.
That's so cute.
He shouldn't have left me though. But honestly, after, I feel like that was our first riff. Like, you just made me so mad. And seeing how it worked out after he made me mad. Like, what was his actions after? Like, he's gonna be like, well, you shouldn't be mad. But he was like, I mean, I'm just trying to get out the escape room. I'm sorry you scared. I'm just like,
I mean,
that's rude.
But you supposed to be like, why you didn't want to like finish it too?
I didn't. I wanted to get out. They was shaking chains, and it was bars, and it was scary. It was people jumping out. It was a man locked in a room screaming for help, like they about to kill me. Sir, I can't help you. I can't help you. Get me out of here. Yeah, I'm going to catch y'all later. I don't want to look for no clues. I don't care about none of that. I'm looking to see if I'm going to die next. I don't got time for that.
PTSD? Damn.
Yeah, it wasn't fun.
Damn.
After it was fun, once we finally got out. But we didn't win, though. We didn't make it out.
All that just to lose.
Yeah, we didn't get out.
Damn.
But it was fun. Because I had my people there.
She hate my answer when I say this because she asks me this all the time. But she bring me peace. Like, in the midst of anything that's going on, like when she around, like she my calming spirit. Like she just bring me peace. Like in any aspect of life. Like especially as a man, I think out of everything we got to deal with, all the things like on the outside world, we want to come home to peace, and she is that peace. Like I can be going through anything, but if she around, I'm good. I'm at peace. So that's my thing. Like she my peace. She loving. She nurturing. You know, I love her.
I love how considerate he is of every single person around him. It could be a dog. It could be a stranger. I think he's very aware of all the things happening around him, and he is very intentional with making sure everyone else is okay at all times, no matter where we are. If we could be at your house and he'll see Kaylin sitting, you need something, like, and he don't even know where to get it from. Right. But he's still gonna make sure everybody's okay.
That's a good trait to have.
And he's selfless. Like, I think he'll do anything for anybody at any time. And I think the best part about that is he does not expect anything in return. Like, he doesn't count favors. He's really just a genuine good person. Another thing I would say is that his faith in God, I think he's getting me more, I wouldn't say more, but like we're going on a spiritual journey together. We've got these books and all these things, but I think the way he truly believes and like has no worries is that I value that about him. I think that's a good trait for him to have, because he really just operates in a sense of God got me, and so stop worrying about it, you know? Yeah. So that's what I'm developing, and I've been seeing the benefits of not worrying. Like I'm a worry rat, right? I worry, but I've honestly stopped because of Cortez. Like reading the Bible and stuff like that, but truly having a partner who embodies it and lives it.
Because when you feel secure, like you don't have to worry about it.
Like it's gonna work out. It's gonna be fine.
Yeah, everything's all good.
Another thing I would say is how family oriented he is. And so he gives me a different family aspect than I've ever had, because my whole life it's just been me, my mom, and my brothers. But he has all of the family members, but like they're so close in the way that I get to experience that from him I think that's a trait of his, of how he treats his family and how he is with his mom. I think that's a direct reflection of how he treats me and how he values me. And so seeing him operate with his mom, like I know, like prior to, yes, he treated me so good, but some things fade, but those don't fade. Like he's a genuinely good person. I think he's very loving too. And uplifting and kind and smart and loyal. All the things. He a little bit funny too.
Just a little bit? Damn.
He's not funnier than me, but he think he is.
So I be telling like people like, man, bro, you gotta think like, we don't never ask how much money you make. We don't ask none of these questions. We care about that peace of mind. Like, is she gonna love me? She gonna respect me? You know, or whatever. And from the get go, that's what it's been.
This might sound selfish, but I think my desire, like how I operated with him in a relationship, I've never operated in that way before. I think he kind of changed me in our relationship. Like, I never had a desire to, like, this sounds so bad, like want to please and like make sure my partner is happy. Yes, I always had a thought in prior relationships, like, but it was never like a main focus for me, like wanting to see them happy because of what I'm doing, or just the small things that satisfy him. So I know if I made that internal shift, he had to be the one. Like, I'm doing it for him. Like, I enjoy seeing him happy. Like, all of the things. I never really, I mean, I hate to say that sounds so bad. Like, prior relationships, I didn't really, I thought about them in like decisions and stuff, but not, I mean, I don't know. I hate it. They're so bad, but it was just way different on like how I operated as a person for him, in that sense. Like, it wasn't a requirement. He didn't say you need to do it. I wanted to, and I think that's different. That's a different Natalie than. That's a different me.
Oh, I'm starting with like, she the most genuine, most loving, like do anything for you, beautiful, like that's inside and outside. Like, got a pure heart, goofy, like she real life that girl. Like, for real. If I'm being honest, like that's what I'm gonna say. I'm just like, bro, like if you get a chance to encounter her, like I promise you, your experience gonna be like, you're not gonna forget that girl. Like, she that girl.
Oof, I would say his inside is better than his outside. Like, he's a good looker. Like, he's good looking on the eyes, but you can truly see his insides when you speak to him. So, of course, his hair's beautiful, skin nice, that forehead a little big. But he's a very attractive man. But when you speak to him, I think you genuinely see him on the inside. And that's hard with men, right? Me personally, I think that. I think men always talk about the physical or the external things that they can provide and blah, 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 blah. But you can truly see his insides when you talk to him.
Yeah, it matters, like what comes from the heart, for real.
Yes. And I think I would describe him as so just giving and loving. Like, those are not things I would usually describe as a man, but he is literally just somebody who makes you feel loved. Even, no matter who you are, not like a partner, not a mom, just anybody he's around, he encounters, I feel they feel welcomed around him. They feel loved, like he genuinely enjoys their presence. And it's not forced. He's just a light. He's all of the things you could ever think about when you think about a person in general. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was all so bad. Godly. But that's normal. I always spill stuff.
Yeah, shit.
That's a great question. Like, how would I describe him? For example, we took him to work with me for like a after school thing, and everyone just kept saying like, he's amazing. Like, you guys mesh so well. But it was more so like him. We weren't really even interacting. He was talking, I was talking, but just him as a person is something that I think anyone would desire to be around all the time. Literally.
Gotta be, because I mean, like, you can't be happy around them. It's like, wow,
Like, I think his spirit is just like
very welcoming.
very welcome, but it's calming and it's like reassuring. Like without saying words, like it's reassuring. It just makes you feel good. It makes sure all your walls fall down. That's how I would describe him as. Like if it was a person or like an energy, he will make your walls fall down, and he will just reassure you. In any aspect.
So for us, I think our future is one of our, and honestly, it wasn't my goal. Like she put my mind into like perspective of like, I wanted to start a family. Like, bro, we know we're gonna be together. Let's start a family. Like, and we really sat down and had a real life talk about like, she said like, I want to be married before I had kids, and we really started talking about it. And she and I would be the first people in our family to be married and then have kids. Like everybody in my family, everybody in her family had kids before they got married. So I think that's one of the biggest things that we looking forward to is starting a family with like a good foundation of mom and dad married in the house, like gonna hold me down 100%. And outside of that, I think, man, like just enjoying the journey, like of each other, like to the end of time, traveling. We ain't counting. As long as we together, we should be straight.
The first thing that popped in my mind just now was happiness. Like I know it's going to be happy, but aside from that, I'm in our future together. I'm ready to see him as a dad, and like that next milestone because I know how great of a dad he's going to be, and knowing that that's something I desire, like for my kids to have an amazing dad, because that's part of me that I've always wanted to have an amazing dad, and knowing that my partner is going to fill that void for me is something insane to me. So I personally would never have kids with anyone who I'm not marrying because that's just, I don't know, my brain's been wired that way since a little kid just based on experiences, and I'm just like, I'm not willing to make that commitment with somebody else if it's not going to be a happy home. And so I told him that from the very beginning, like, if we're getting married, we're going to get married, and then we can have kids. It's not going to be, we're going to mix them up, we're going to be confused. No, I'm telling you, those are my non-negotiables. And I'm marrying him, part of the reason I'm marrying him is because I know how great of a dad he's going to be. I think I want to see that. Also, I'm excited to see his growth. I know in his career he wants to go far, and I'm just ready for him to get where he wants to be and enjoy that moment and then be alongside him on that journey. Because I feel like he deserves the world, so I can't wait for him to get the world and be with him to enjoy seeing him get the world. We ain't broke now. That's not what I'm saying. That boy make coins. But I'm saying, like, everybody aspires to do more.
Right.
But when he gets it, I can't just wait to see his face. That satisfaction, because he's always content with everything. And I feel like that's the one area he's like, I want to go more. I want to do more. I want to do more. Otherwise, he's content with anything. So I can't wait for him to reach where he wants to go and, like, be there in that moment for him.
That's beautiful.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yay. I mean, that's why I'm just so excited.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Because he's so deserving.
Like you want for them. Like, I want you to have it more than you want you
Yes,
to have it.
I can't wait. Like, like own the company. Do what you got to do. And I just can't wait to see his face and, like, the joy of him getting what he deserves. Or, like, having that moment of, like, super success.
Right.
And being like, that's my man, too. But I know how hard how much he wants it. And, like, I just want to see that fulfillment.